Okay, let's talk about workshop. Moodle workshop is a peer evaluation activity. So for the assignment activities, students turn in their assignment and the instructor evaluates them individual one by one. But in the workshop, students submit the assignment and they evaluate each other. So this one gives you the idea, the concept of how assignment work. Okay, there are students and many students. Okay, this is that this students is evaluated by these three different students. So these students give 170 or 80 scores to him. So the average of this one is 80, right? And these students also evaluate other three students, and he evaluated him, gave him 80%, 80, and 80 as a score. Okay. What this tuning means here is that the way these students evaluate others. So this is a Moodle algorithm to calculate. So what he calculates is that this student is evaluated by other students too, right? So maybe some other students gave him this time like a 70, and these students give 70, right? But these students give 80. Okay, which means that from the average, this students is abnormal. This student's score is abnormal, far away, a little bit away from the average. Okay, so when they deviated a lot from the average point, so they deduct the count score here. Okay, so it's better be on the average in evaluating other students. For this one, you have to give them a specific rubrics. Okay, so that this assignment should include 3 images, and each image has how many percent of the grade they got, things like that. So if they grade them according to the rubrics correctly, they should have same score and no problem. Okay, so when you use workshop, the grading rubric should be specific and clear. Nothing like that good or bad, that kind of abstract criteria cause trouble with them. And I recommend you at the beginning of the semester, you have to closely monitor how they evaluating each other. You know, some students are not sincere in grading others. They can just grade 0 and give the grade of 100% very easily without any disregarding the correct rubrics. So at the first part of the beginning, beginning of the semester, you have to carefully monitor how they're doing, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and after that they can get set stable in peer reviewing other students. Okay, so here you might be wonder how the grade is assigned. Let's check how is it work. So this assignment actually Okay, I'll come back to it later, but first of all, probably you will be what this stage means. That this stage is what the students submit, and this stage is what students peer reviewing, right? So after this stage, you can switch manually, click here, and you can recalculate the result, right? And finally, if you click to move to this stage, the final result of the grading is shown to every student on his grade book. So after the workshop result is appeared on gradebook, probably some of the students may complain about their score. In that case, you can correct them on the gradebook. And how they there are several more points you have to figure out. Here in the edit assessment, in the aspect, you have to give some specific rubrics for them, right? Here in Korean, I can translate it for you. Set each word, like each word 5 point, and total up to 20 point, and the image included each point like 2 point, and summed up to 6 point. And they have to use some colors in their submission, and for each color it got specific score. And the last part is that something abstract and qualitative. Okay, you can even do, actually this is about mind map. I asked my students to turn in handwritten mind map. For the handwritten mind map, probably they can review, and if the content is satisfactory and fruitful, they can give 10 point. If there is only keyword in it, 0 point. Okay, so this is a little bit qualitative evaluation, but at least I give that starting from the keyword. If there is only keyword in the appears on the mind map, is the 0 point. And if you think is that everything mentioned in the course are included there, they can give other students mind map a 10 point. So this is a bit qualitative, but at least I try to make it quantitative as much as possible. Okay, so and you have to give the maximum grade, this each rubric summed up to this point. Okay, so assignment should be very specific, turned into very specific rubrics, so that students don't have confusion. In the assignment, you are the one, the professor is the one who grade every student, so you have your personal rubrics, and for that case it doesn't matter, but for the workshop you should have very clear rubrics. Okay, and about the assignment, of the students. Okay, let's go back to surely if you here submission page, switch to the submission page, and okay, here allocation of submissions. So after submission, they have to move to next stage. So you can allocate each student to how to grade and how to be graded by other students, but nobody do that. You just randomly allocated students. So in the random allocation, probably you can understand this one. I usually use 3, right? 3 for submissions and 3 for reviews, whatever. Then Moodle randomly assign 3 students for evaluation and that peer reviewing. Okay, and I check everything, just click and save changes, and you automatically assign the students for graders. Okay, that is the allocation process, and the time period you can change it. You can set time period at availability here. The availability here, you know that this is submission stage and this is evaluation stage, and surely you have to put checked here so that after submission stage it automatically moves to the next stage of evaluation. Otherwise, you have to go into the workshop page and you have to click yourself to move the pace, right? Okay, that is about how to use Moodle Workshop. Thank you very much for listening.